Listening to Northwest Dirt News on Spreaker Radio. It's not Northwest Dirt News, but we are on Spreaker Radio. I'll tell you that. Oh, my gosh. Man, in the IMCA Total Car Care Studio at Jetstream Aqua Massage tonight, we are live in the mobile unit type studio. Right, Sam?
Yeah. My
Dom has arrived.
My ears are blown out. They're bleeding.
Oh, it's all good.
I feel like I was riding along with Mike Medell and his sport mod.
Man, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a lot. We've got a lot on the card tonight, you guys. 3 hours, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Dom, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. Glad to hear it. I know it's been, we're only at Thursday, and it feels like we've done this week twice already. It's been a long one. Lots going on in all of our personal lives, and as far as, the racing world as well.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Do you want me at Willamette or Cottage Grove?
We're going to talk about that.
Oh God,
that is something we were going to discuss, and we'll do that off the air.
Yeah, I think we should do it on the air so it's in my favor for a recorded record.
Last week you didn't even want us to talk about what we were doing Sunday.
I know it. I know it. And you guys, hey, I got to tell you what. Now, for those of you that you don't know, you guys actually, first and foremost, before we get this thing started, before we talk about all of our weeks, because it was a wild one, I want to tell you guys I'm proud of you for not having a whole lot of experience in a lead-type announcer situation. You guys went into Willamette Speedway for the Father's Day show, Tough Trucks and Trash Cars. Record crowd.
It was crazy.
Record car count.
It was
and
crazy
you guys,
hot.
I'm telling you.
There was nowhere to sit, and we're looking going, oh, my gosh.
Absolutely. I saw the pictures. Now, I wasn't there. Now, I got to brag about this. My wife and my son decided to take me over to the Oregon coast. We went out for, they took me to a movie.
They should have left you there.
Man, it was a beautiful day over there. I wouldn't have minded. We had some dinner, kind of hung out. It was just nice to get away from everything, especially from the night before. What we saw at Willamette Speedway was a wild night. But I will tell you, while we're over there, Sandy and myself, our phones are going off. You guys, kudos. Lots of compliments, lots of text messages came in about you guys. You did a great job. Proud of you. That is a tough show to work. But that right there is a great way to see what it's like as a lead announcer, to have a little bit of fun at a show. We don't have to be so, I'm going to use the word professional.
Right. You just announced first place because nobody knows what the second or third place is.
You have no
anyway.
idea. You have no idea, and at that point it doesn't matter. But, man, you guys did a great job. We got a lot of compliments about you. I knew you guys would do well. That's why you guys were there. Another thing I want to talk about before we get the show going, we want to send our thoughts out. Tough deal for Freya Swear. She is okay. Took a real hard hit on the front stretch. And, it's one of those deals where, Dom, you and I had it happened right in front of us there at the Moxie Tower, and being around the game as long as we have, a hard hit when you see it.
That was that thud hit.
It was, and it was a wide open hit. One of the drivers coming from the back trying to pick up spots on a restart. Chaos broke out. Door to door, solid shot. We knew it was hard.
Yeah.
But when we saw the final results, it was kind of like, I'll just tell you right now, thank God she had a containment seat.
Oh, yeah.
Had she not had that,
yeah,
that'd have been a tough
And what
deal.
did he ask me just a couple weeks before? We'll just put a seat. He was really lucky.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Before we got a lot to talk about. I want to fly through our weeks. I want to start with Sam this week. Sam, I know you're a little frustrated with some of the editing. You had a lot to edit. You had a nightmare week when it came to the videos. Again, a great product from the Doctor of Edit, Sam Pettit. He did a fantastic job. The videos are up. In-car camera action from Casey Rhodes, sportsman driver at Willamette Speedway, and Mike Medell. Insane video. I can see why the frustration was there. Oh, God, I felt sorry for you, and I watched the final product because the feature for Mike Medell's video is like 17 minutes.
17 minutes and like 29 seconds. Yeah,
that's crazy. So other than that, the video's giving you a hard time. How'd your week go, Sam?
Oh, my work was It felt like one of those long weeks. It was going by fast, but it was, yeah. I got bounced around the plant a lot. Never really liked that. I'm the guy that likes to know what job he's doing when he comes in,
and this is what they do to you all the time there, because you're one of the few guys in that plant that can pretty much do everything that needs to be done.
Well, I wouldn't say everything. There's some things I could still learn, but yeah, it's when you know a lot, they expect a lot. How's that?
Right.
So, yeah. Other than waking up and having people knock on my door when I didn't want to be awake, I managed to get through it.
For those that don't know, you do work graveyard.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
I worked on that. That was the 4th edit on the Sportsman video before I finally just said, screw it, this is the one I'm using.
A great video, by the way. I mean, it's already blowing up on Moxie, and it's been shared I don't know how many times and all around the Facebook racing page community. It's people wait for those to come up.
Casey was in the middle of a lot of stuff.
Oh,
we picked a couple good cars that night, that's for sure.
We did. We got in the heart of the action and a lot of that stuff. And some of the looking out of the rear view from Mike Medell's car especially, oh my gosh, it looks like one of the Sanders boys is coming into your living room. I mean, he comes up into the camera, and it's pretty awesome stuff. You did a great job on that one.
Yeah.
Dom, IMCA, how'd it go, buddy?
Busy week.
You guys, great job on the brakes on the Tahoe, by the way. Sent the Tahoe over there to AMCO. And
I mean, your friend Rodney's car in there. And
yeah.
It's been a very busy week.
Yeah, you guys have been hopping every time I go in there. Well, I got there at what time was it? 8 o'clock in the morning to drop the Tahoe off.
5 people, and they were not even open till 8.
Yeah. I mean, there really was. It was packed already, and I was like, man, crazy.
I stay busy.
You do. Absolutely do. So, good week overall, though?
Yeah, we had a great week.
Great weather.
Just kind of all blurring together from the weekend on through. But
tell me about it. I hear you. My week's been pretty crazy. We had a lot going on in different avenues as far as, from a business standpoint. It just never stops. I'm averaging, according to my Fitbit, 5 hours a night sleep. That's where that's the average of the last 2 weeks has been 5 to like 5.2 hours.
Nice.
Crazy. All in all, though, things at Jetstream have been good. And
as we get older, you need less sleep.
I'm
older than you.
Well, I know, but I'm at a point now where a little sleep would be nice.
Yeah.
But it's been a good week. It's been busy. I mean, over in our with Jetstream and a couple other business deals we have going on, and licensing on the food cart we're getting ready to open up. I mean, it's just there are so many things with that in itself. It's chaos, totally nuts. But it'll be fun. It'll be worth it. So we've got a ton to talk about, and I want to start with, let's see here. We got a lot going on this week here in the Northwest with racing itself. The big event that everybody's talking about right now is, of course, the Wallbanger Cup at Cottage Grove. This race ran in memory of Mark Howard, Northwest legend, 85, 86 track champ at Willamette Speedway, and just an incredible human being, an incredible driver who was taken from us senselessly, a while ago when he was murdered in his race shop. The Wallbanger Cup has just become a real, I'll use the word prestigious, just because of the man that we're honoring. Cottage Grove does a fantastic job with this show. It's going to be big this year, I think bigger than ever. With the street stock population we have here in the PNW, it's going to be a big, big deal. I mean, you're going to see every kind of street stock you can imagine down there. And did you see the announcement they made today? That race this year, Cottage Grove, the track itself stepped up and threw more money in.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The announcement, I read that and I thought, man, how cool. How cool is that? I'll tell you about it. Let me get over here to my notes. 2026, I think it is, to win that race.
Wow.
Big, yeah. Yeah, here's the payout right here. We're looking at first place, $2,026. This is a street stock race, guys. Second, $726. $526, $426, $326, $226, and $126 7th through 20th. Mark Howard had number 26 on his car. That's why you're seeing the 26 there.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes better sense.
$2,026 to win this deal.
Good thing Evans is camping.
I'm going to say Evans is probably going to be there.
I don't know.
Justin Evans has unloaded the new dirt tracking Mercury Zephyr at Willamette Speedway 2 weeks in a row and walked out of there with big wins.
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. That car has been a race car for 2 races. It's batting 1,000. And right now, honestly, we've seen him run against Langen. We know how fast Langen is, and you can't ever count out Andrew Langen. I don't care what track you're going to. You never count out that 74 car. That car is about as good as it gets in street stocks. That crew they have behind him is about as good as it gets for any type of race car. Though that's a lot of knowledge there. That's a great race team. They couldn't get that 99 car last week at Willamette Speedway. Neither could the 31 of Ron Brewster. We know how fast that car is. That's actually an IMCA stock car. And that is, you want to talk about quality? You guys have seen that car. We've posted pictures up of it. That is a beautiful, beautiful, highly competitive race car. And right now, those guys are struggling to catch that 99 car. Here's what concerns me: if I'm a street stock driver, they're just starting to get into the tuning of that 99 car. You got to be concerned.
Well, when he says he was going to make changes, and I commented, I wouldn't change the air in the tires.
That's what
That's the truth.
Justin every now and then he'll stop in here and chit chat a little bit. We'll talk racing. One of the car owners, Al, the old gangster. Just love these guys. But they come in, they talk. He says, what'd you see? And I said, what I saw? Pretty much what everybody else saw.
A perfect working race car.
Yeah. And they're like, well, there's a couple changes. We want to change this and change that. And I said, why?
Yeah.
Why? The car is that good now, and they're going. They're going to the Wallbanger Cup. Now, remember, this isn't Willamette Speedway. He's going to Cottage Grove, a little tighter bull ring, higher banks. Now you're going to enemy territory. This is where Langen's got 3 wins there this year. You're going down to run Langen. You're going down to run Brewster. You're going down with Kyle Yak, who's won this race 3 years in a row. Listen to this, in 3 different cars. Kyle Yak's going to be there with $2,026 on the line. When there's big money, that dude shows up, and so far he's been the guy to beat in any big money race from Sunset, Willamette, Cottage Grove. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. He's the guy to beat when there's big money on the line.
Dusts off the car, comes out, then puts it right back away.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So this isn't going to be, just because Evans has been so fast, this isn't going to be a gimme. Whoever walks out of there, and it might not be any of those guys.
That's right.
It could be, we could see one of the young ladies win. We could see Mackenzie Lockhart. We could see Dakota Goddard. He could walk out there with a win. That is the race that truly, out here in the PNW for the street stocks, other than the Iron Giant, it's the one race. Well, there's 2026 to win. It's kind of like, if you want to compare it to a big show, it'd be like talking about the Dream or the World 100 for late models at Eldora. It's kind of like one of those shows that draws the best of the best and everybody else too. It draws cars from up North Washington, up Seattle area. It draws cars from everywhere. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Sam, you may be down there. You may be down there with about 10 cameras, and you might be busy. James Whitehouse, one of the guys helping run this series, we've talked to him a lot. These guys are really, when it comes to the Iron Giant series, and this is part of the Iron Giant deal. Mm-hmm. It's put on by the Iron Giant staff. Phenomenal what they're doing with this street stock division. Here's a division that was at 3 tracks here in the Northwest. All right. Yeah. We had some good cars scattered around. Now we've got 20 of these cars that, truly can win at any time, and there's no junk. And these might be what you call a street stock car, but there's no junk in this stuff.
No. James Whitehouse, Chris Stein, they all worked so hard to put all that on.
It's amazing. It's a year-round deal.
And then, it's sad because I see Whitehouse can't even race his car because he's so busy getting everybody else taken care of.
He couldn't drive that car now anyway. It got tore up at the last race there. I hate to see that Chevelle get, that's beautiful.